of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Ready, black 25. Green, triple T.
You got three down.
Easy.
First down, Winston. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Looking to throw again on second down. Winston completes it to the tight end, Kittle. 7 yards there and a first down. These guys hooking up right away here, Charles. 2 plays, both passes in his direction, and both catches.
And in our time together, have we not seen the tight end position continue to develop in the passing game? You know, at some point, we may not call them tight ends anymore. We may have to come up with an entirely different way of designating that position and what they do on the field. Because when I hear tight end, I think of the old school, hand in the dirt, blocking on the line of scrimmage. These guys are much more receiver than they are guys who are going to move in the passing, in the running game.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Johnson running right. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Ready, blue lady.
Right. He's tight on the right.
Let's go.
On third down, Winston. Screen play, Johnson. 8 yards on the screen there, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Robinson with a big catch. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down. Winston of the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Ready, black 25. Green, triple T.
Watch time. Tight end right.
They'll throw again. Winston. He gets this one to Johnson. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays. And it's a clinic that we're seeing put on here so far. 6 for 6 first drive of the game for him passing.
You know, I'm a defensive guy, and while I'm admiring the heck out of what they're doing throwing the ball around, all I keep thinking is this is where the quarterback has to go down. You've got to ruffle his timing, change things up, get some more pressure on him, because right now he's way too comfortable in throwing the ball downfield.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
56. 25. Check 25. Check 25.
They'll run it with Johnson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. Seibert able to knock this one through. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
This is taken at his 4. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On 1st down, it's Stafford. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now Stafford, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chandler Jones able to record his 5th sack of the season. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Mike, bravo!
59. In your face. Hey!
So they will go for it. Stafford trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Ready? Blue lady!
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right.
A 1st down carry here for Johnson. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the Seahawks 30-yard line.
Ready? Black 25!
Double tight, guys. Double tight. Out. 3 down.
Jameis to throw it. It's complete to Robinson. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17. Winston of the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. Here's Johnson. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. The tackle there by Brian Poole.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill, kill.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Ready. Blue waiting.
Check 4, check 4. Undercrush, undercrush, undercrush. Attack, attack, attack.
Let's go.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2nd down and goal. Winston looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd and goal.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the way.
He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Duke Johnson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Let's go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. And now where are they going to mark him here? Well, they say he did get back to the 1-yard line, but that could have easily been 2 points the other way. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the end zone, Stafford. He's got his tight end. It's Fells. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll run it with Jones. And an alley to run. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Stafford on 1st down. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. So
blitz coming, and down he goes. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
They can't stop us, baby. Every time it's a set. Come on, fellas.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This a 43-yard attempt. The kick by Lambeau is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And, that is going to be a safety. So troubles here offensively. I tell you, the noise in this dome, that has got to make it harder for these guys to hear.
sometimes I find myself shouting up here. But you're right. If you can't communicate well or get off the snap count properly, it can cause big problems, and this qualifies as a big problem.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Here we go. Here we go.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Now this throw caught left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona.
First down. First and 10.
Ready?
49-yard line.
Max 50, Max 50. Get in the weight room.
Easy. Let's go.
Winston now to throw on first down. Flushed out right. That is incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Winston now. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Now Winston, he's going to look deep down the field. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last one. And Stafford's going to be taken down. That's a safety. So they go with the empty set, and that's the risk you run right there. Nobody was there to protect.
Well, you know how most offenses have audibles and they've changed plays when they see certain sets? A lot of defenses do the exact same thing. You go to an empty back set, they bring pressure. And boy, did it pay off in this case.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. On 1st and 10, Winston. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Great gains back-to-back. Last time over 30 yards, better than 20 here. Winston now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Green, triple C.
Turkey's the mic. Watch the run, watch the run. Hey, let's go.
Now Winston. Escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Let's go. Serious right here. So we got to step it up. Mike 50, Mike 50.
To throw again on 2nd down. Winston. And the catch, it's Crowder. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. 1st down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. To Johnson again. And he is in for 6. Touchdown Cardinals. Duke Johnson with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
The Seahawks take over.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 46. Jones. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
From the 38, Stafford. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
First down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Hey, 54.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Hey, let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
10, 10.
58, come on.
On 1st and 10, Stafford being chased out left. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Stafford setting up the screen here. Aaron Jones. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 23 yards on the play.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Stafford now to throw. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. DJ Moore, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And it makes the score 21-10. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one carries out of the side of the end zone here, so it's a touchback and bring it out to the 25. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Play fake. Winston. And that's going to be incomplete.
Winston's pass thrown to the sideline.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd down and 12. From the gun, Winston. That's complete to Robinson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. They'll get 34 yards there.
Green, triple team. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Easy, easy, easy. Let's go.
First down, Winston. This is caught by Robinson. He's got the first down here inside the 30. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Winston, screen play, Johnson. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Jameis again. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Incomplete on the throwaway. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
The Cardinals on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll throw again. Winston. He finds Robinson. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. Well, they opted not to run it. They completed the pass on 3rd and 2, but they lost yardage to bring up 4.
Well, give credit to the guys on the other side of the ball. They snuffed out the play. But it does bring into question, 1, the play call, because they didn't run the ball there. They could have run it. And 2, just not getting it. That's got to be deflating for them.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
We got this.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Chandler Jones in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Forced out to his left. Spins by, fighting him off. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. They'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Kenny Moore, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
He'll run it, and he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. That's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore. They went with a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Winston here to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. He'll this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A gain there of 21 yards. Off the play fake, Winston. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Incomplete. Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. To the air again with Winston. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams